What's up guys, Techmaster back with another video. So today we are going to be doing a comparison between the iPhone SE 3, which is $429, the iPhone 12 mini, and the 13 mini, sorry. I just have to go across the colors. So let's get started. So the iPhone SE 3 is $429. It has Midnight, Starlight, and Product Red as the colors. We have a 12 mini, which Apple no longer sells, nor the 13 mini, which comes in purple, blue, green, red, white, and black. And then the 13 mini comes in green, pink, blue, midnight, starlight, and product red. So, getting on to some of the differences, we have on the front, the iPhone 13 mini and 12 mini have a 5.4-inch Super Retina XDR display compared to a 4.7-inch Retina HD display on the SE3. Now, in terms of they all have aluminum with a silent switch. Now, in terms of the performance, the iPhone 12 mini gets a slightly older A14 chip with a 6-core CPU, 4-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine compared to an A15 chip on the iPhone SE 3 and the 13 mini with the same specs, but obviously a different, slightly newer chipset. Now, in terms of the camera, the iPhone SE3 has the worst camera with a single 12-megapixel camera. It obviously has portrait mode and other things, but the 12 mini has a dual camera system, 12-megapixel main camera, an ultra-wide camera, and then the 13 mini has a dual 12-megapixel camera, that is what it is, a 12-megapixel main camera, ultra-wide, and then it also has sensor shift, so you can, with the 13 mini, they brought that, versus the 12 mini only has optical image stabilization. In terms of the optical zoom options, the SE3 does not have an ultra-wide, so it's 1x, emergency SOS. The battery life is the best on the 13 mini with up to 17 hours of video playback. The SE3 pretty much has the worst battery life out of these phones. The 12 mini it's rated the same as the 12 mini, but the 12 mini has a physically bigger battery. But I don't know for sure, though, because the SE3 also has a more efficient processor in it. So I think, actually, the SE3 has better battery life than the 12 mini. So, they all have lightning ports. The iPhone SE has Touch ID compared to Face ID on the rest. They also have, the SE3 only has 5G compared to 5G millimeter wave support on the SE3, on the 13 mini and 12 mini. And then they also have ceramic shield in the front. The SE has a glass back. And then it's also not compatible with any MagSafe chargers either. The 13 mini has the best storage options with up to 512 gigs of storage and 128 at the base, compared to 64 up to 256 gigs on the other models. In terms of the screen, the SE3 is capped at 625 nits of brightness, and to me that's actually really annoying because my iPhone 12 is also normally like that, but I couldn't see anything in the bright lights, so that was annoying for me. The 13 mini has a brighter display at up to 800 nits of brightness, so I find that a little bit better. The SE3 it's a little bit heavier than the rest of them. The minis are actually lighter, so the 12 mini is very light. Wow, 135 grams compared to 144. The SE is a slightly bigger phone, but the 12 mini has a much bigger screen, so they're all rated. The SE is actually only rated IP67, so it can only go 1 meter in water compared to 6 meters. That's a big difference. We already talked about the A15 Bionic chip on the SE3 and the 13 mini, so let's go to the cameras. The 12 mini has no photographic styles, but it has night mode on the 13 mini, versus the SE does not have night mode. It has deep fusion because of the A15 Bionic chip, but that's only for with some light. So if you're in darkness, that will not be a good photo, obviously. Video recording, it's pretty similar. Let's see. Let's see if there's any difference. The 13 mini has cinematic mode. So cinematic mode is super cool. I use it on my 15. I posted a video about that. It was a little shorts on just a little test kind of, but I used some good music in it. So if you guys want to watch that one, I'll leave it down below. There's audio zoom. The front camera is a little different. The SE3 only has a 7 megapixel camera compared to a 12 megapixel. So, it also has deep fusion on the front. There's obviously no night mode. There's no emojis or anything. There's Dolby Vision on the and for HDR video on the 12 mini and 13 mini. The SE does not have that. There's obviously quick take video, but obviously there's not, And then cinematic video stabilization at 1080p compared to, whatever. They're all compatible with the three U.S. carriers, so AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon, if you happen to get one of those, but they're also compatible with others if you live international or something. In terms of the chip, or the 5G chip and stuff, the 12 mini and 13 mini obviously have millimeter wave. The SE3 has sub-6. If we go to, scroll down, we don't really need to talk about some of this stuff. The battery life, as I've stated, 13 mini has the best, so 17 hours of video playback, 13 hours of video streaming, 55 hours of audio playback. The 12 mini, 15 hours of video playback, 15 hours, 10 hours of streaming. So that's really poor streaming, obviously. These are not actual real. They're not actually going to last 17 hours, as people already know. The 13 mini got about 6 hours of usage. The 12 mini got about 4 hours, and the SE3 got about 5 hours. So in tests, the 12 mini has been known to be actually the worst, with only like 4 hours of usage. So the SE3 actually got better battery life, I think, because of, like I said, because of that chipset. So, what is my opinion on this? Well, honestly, I think the 13 mini is the best value out of the three. Mainly because, yes, it's the most expensive, but because it's no longer being sold by Apple, it's a really, really solid phone. I mean, I've seen these things for like $450 or less, basically the same price as the SE3 brand new. So, to be honest, I would, as I've stated before, don't buy the SE3 brand new. It's not a horrible phone. Definitely get it in the used market if it's like less than $200. But, like I said, don't buy it brand new because it's a waste of money. You can get a 13 mini for basically the same price as it is in the brand new market, and it is a way better phone. It's got better battery life, better screen, better cameras. It has no home button. It's got basically everything. So, like I said, and then the 12 mini, the 12 mini is honestly not in a great spot right now. It's still like $300, and with the battery problem, because it does have a battery problem also. Because my cousin had it, and it went to 79% battery health in 2 years, so it's kind of hard to recommend this phone now. I think the 13 mini is a way better phone. So if you own this phone, keep it, but I probably wouldn't recommend buying the 12 mini right now. The SE3 is, I still think, a better phone, to be honest. Even though it's a little bit more reliable. It's also 2 years newer, basically. So anyway, guys, that pretty much sums up this video, and subscribe.